No one there, Gordon. Apart from Tom. Welcome to Verns Sea Fishing at Tunstall. Let's click for the intro. How about that then? So now you can see what it's like for a cripple to get down that cliff. Bit dodgy in places because today, I'll talk about it later. I don't like talking about the war injury that I've got, but I will tell you later. And then you might think, well, bloody hell, he does a lot. All that what he does for us to bring us a video. But it's my decision because these are the beaches that I like. Don't like the ones where there's loads of people. I've brought him, but he's not a bad lad. Should enjoy himself today. Hopefully he'll catch a fish. And that way, yeah, there's not a lot down that way either, but it's still early. We've got a tiny bit of colour in the water, but as the tide comes in, it'll colour up, because there's a big tide tonight. Well, big-ish, it's 5.7 metres. There's a lot of sand been ripped off this beach here, as you can see with these lumps that are sticking up. Hopefully it won't go up to the cliff, but I don't think it will. So I'm about to cast out. That was different for me doing that little bit beforehand and then the intro, but every day's a learning day, isn't it? We've got quite a gusty wind as well, which isn't great. Just pick this seaweed off from Lincolnshire coast. Right. Oh dear. Let's go for a walk, eh? Let's get you on this side. Tom's getting set up. I'm just chucking this rod out for now. It's a 2-hook flapper with size 1 hooks on, bait holder. And yeah. Oh, Mr. Peelsley. I think it was Mr. Pilsley, whatever it was. What was that in? Mr. Pilsley. Ooh. That weren't on Kung Fu, was it? Such a super guy. Got a little bit of a water gallery there. Birds have been on there. Bird muck all over. But I'm going to chuck this out for now, and then when the water comes over this top, which it'll come flying down once it's travelled probably about another 6 metres, it'll come shooting down, and by then I'll have done a couple of baits for the pulley rig that I'm going to use. Cast in front of the rods because they'll go left, and it went left. What an absolute goon, aren't I? I thought I'll take it nice and steady. Took it nice and steady. Hang on a sec, I've got to readjust my hand. There you go. Yeah, thought I'd take it nice and steady, which I did, because things ache today. The other day when I was fishing with Tom on the Lincolnshire coast, which was only a few days ago now, yeah, I was this is hard work going up this. Look at this slope. See this slope there? That's you level. That's you level. So give you an idea. It's just hard work. Yeah, I did some good casts on that day. What was I talking about? Yeah, it was only a few days ago I was fishing on Links Coast. What's today? Today's Friday, and we fished. Oh, when did we fish? I think it was Monday or Tuesday night, one or the other. So it was only a couple of 3 or 4 days ago. I can't remember what. I can't remember what it said on the camera. I think it was 3 days. But it's irrelevant. I am going on, aren't I? Like, it's something that don't matter. I think we all do that, don't we? We all do a bit of that. So yeah, anyhow, I'm up that slope now anyhow, so that's good. And let's put you there. Now we want to fish, don't we? Because we don't, I don't know what blanks I'm on. Let me have a think. With first video, it's for, I'll tell you what I'll do. It is sit rep. It's Friday the 15th of September. Time is 14:27. I picked Tom up at 11:45. Got here, and then you saw we did drone footage, which I can't wait. I've told Tom not to speed it up, so you see how long it takes me. And I want to see it myself, because it's a good reflection for me when I watch these things years to come. You know, when I get my bionic hip and I'm back to normal, you know. But I ain't seen the doctor yet. I'm going next week. And if next week come and go, it'll be the week after. But I am going to get an appointment for the doctor. Just got to try and log on and do it in the morning, which is annoying, because you'd think you'd just be able to go into the doctor's, wouldn't you, and say, can I have an appointment, see with the doctor? Yeah, of course you can. But our country's changed, hasn't it? Probably for the worst. Well, it's changed for the worst for me, put it that way. So that's the way it is. Get out the bloody way. That's the way it is, I'm afraid. That's what I think, anyhow. And I ain't often wrong, but when I am wrong, I can't remember when I was last wrong. I was wrong about the imp clip, weren't there? About that, the breakaway imp not releasing. That was my fault, because I tensioned the SRT springs up too much. That's about the only thing I've been wrong on. And I'm using breakaway imps all the time now. I can actually off-ground cast them, and as long as you keep the line taut, once you get the knack of it, they very rarely come unclipped. I'm not saying they don't, but I haven't had one yet. So where was I? Where was I then? I do go off on a tangent and then forget the main thread, don't I? Yeah, anyhow, it'll look good to see how long it takes me to get down. That ain't too bad, but like the first initial step, I had to get down on my knees to get my foot on the first part of the cliff. I just can't jump. If I jump, I'll be in agony. I'll talk about my body in a minute, but there's other parts of my body that ain't getting reached by things that I'm drinking, and they're hurting. But yeah, there's a bit of don't know where that went then either. But yeah, there's bits of me body hurting at the minute, and it's not what I'd like to be hurting, I'll tell you. I hadn't ached for a long time. Made my own sandwiches today as well. I've got chicken, cheap chicken, because my mate John Spalton, his missus has gone away to visit the kids, and she's left him at home, but she was worried about him, so she made him a load of sandwiches, kept them in the fridge for 3 days. And I said to him, what you got in your sandwiches then, John? And I did ring up yesterday to check that he was all right and that he was eating, and he's perfectly all right. He's eating away, and he said, I've got cheap chicken sandwiches. So I went to Lidl's last night and thought, sod it, I'm getting cheap chicken. So I got some chicken wafers, or whatever they're called, opened them up, and they stink of chicken, smell really nice, barbecued as well. And as soon as I opened the pack up, I had 2 cats around me ankles in the kitchen, meowing like bloody crazy. So it was fill my sandwich up and chuck the slice down on the floor for the cats. Now, I don't live like what's his name, King Henry. I don't live like that with bones flying around the house and bits of chicken on the floor. It ain't a tip of an house. Needs decorating, but it's not a tip. I just chuck it down, but I try and get it so it lands on their face, so they're like shaking their head and trying to get it, because it's just funny. Anyhow, we got the first one out. We're fishing with the Kenzaki rods again. Beautiful rods. I've got them Kenzakis, and you haven't seen me buy any more, have you? It's just I'm totally happy with them. But then I was totally happy with my Icons, and I've still got them and all. I'm not getting rid of them either, because I'm planning on using them, and I nearly used them in the last video that you've just watched. And I was going to bring me Abu reels, because it's a nice clean beach there. I will do that another time when I go there, but I just fancy taking my Kenzakis and my Fathoms. Tom's practicing casting. He's a long way away, but he's there. So yeah, we've got the Kenzakis, we've got the Pen Fathoms, I've got 3 chicken sandwiches and a banana. And we're at Tunstall on this Friday day. High tide tonight is at 6 p.m, just gone probably, or 6 p.m. And it's a 5.7, and I am a little worried, but I don't think we'll get washed off. There's not much swell, you see. 0.4 of a metre swell, it says. Well, we've got a few little white caps out there on the shore. Don't know if you can see them. There's a few white caps, very tiny, only about a foot, 18 inches long when they roll over. So as this beach starts to fill up, it'll calm down even more. I'm looking forward to this today. I haven't been on this coast that much like I normally am. Last year I was doing at least one session a week on this coast, sometimes two, and there'd be gaps in between because obviously my videos don't reflect that I'm putting that many up, but I was here a lot. This year not so much. It's been a weird year. Seaweed in the water, no colour in the water. It's been a right dodgy time. Now we have got a good bit of colour in this water now, probably out to about 150 metres from where the water is now. So when it comes in, starts hitting the cliffs at both ends, which it ain't far off doing now, we should be fine. We should be perfectly alright. So I'm still casting. I think it just gives him a bit of confidence, because he ain't been fishing much, has he? He come fishing with me in the last video. That was 3 or 4 days ago, and that's the first time he come fishing for like a year and a half. So I asked him again yesterday, "Are you coming? It's a good tide, should be all right, there's no rain." And he was all for it, so brilliant. And he's got his drone now, which is pretty good. I've had to sit down. I need that sit down sometimes. I'm just a bit stiff when I get up, but that was, I'll be all right getting up. The footsteps, they need leveling out. They aren't brilliant. So I think if I do come across this way, I'm gonna have a spade in the van and I'm gonna do it. I'll have to come all the way down first to do it. But yeah, the cliff's moved. That ridge of grass up there has dropped since I was last here, which was the video with Scott. So since then, that has slumped down probably 2 meters, 2.5 meters. And it's all, I keep saying this, it's all drainage off the land. You can see all these wet parts in the cliff, and that's all where there's a pipe coming out, and the drainage is from there, from the field above. Farmer has to do that to do his crops. What the government should do, if I was the government, I would compulsory buy all the land along the cliff for access for people to get down, and then I'd put drainage in going the opposite way, and I'd put in on the roads, I'd put in sewer pipes going linking into the other sewers, so all the drainage from this land went in the sewer system. One, you're collecting water that would have been lost, so your water supplies should get more, because all that goes back to get treated, and it'll stop the majority of the water coming out of the cliff faces, saturating the cliff until it slumps down. This cliff is all dry here, up here, because the beach is high enough. Places down further where the sand isn't so high, you know, they'll still get attacked by the water, but you could stop at coastal erosion a bit like that, I think. Well, it's bloody obvious, in my opinion. Sorry, Brett, you know how it is. Anyhow, that's enough rattling on. That's 17 minutes and 5 seconds. So yeah, we're here at Tunstall. I've got one bait out, squid on flapper rig, and I'm feeling good that we're going to catch. What I was talking about was 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this will be 8 blanks. Is it 8 blanks? 5. When I come back off holiday, the first thing I fished. Tom, gonna have to cut that bit. So cut all that bit there. It's like 2 seconds. Yeah, so when I come back off holiday, I fish with Keith and Alfie, and So that's 5 on Oldie, 6 was Bay 28, 7 was Keith and Alfie, 8 was with Tom, so this is session 9. If I don't catch in this session, that's going to be 9 blanks on the trot, and we can't have that. Anyhow, that's enough rattling on. I've got the bait in, I'm going to get the other one baited up, and I'm going to have a chicken sandwich. See you in a bit. I was happy with that one. That went within 5 yards of straight, and it went a good way. 6 ounce weight. I've got a side wind blowing down there, meant to be gusting at about 14, 15, something like that, I think. But as usual with gusts on this east coast, it's just constant. There is no gust. It's just, if it say it's gusty at 15, it's blowing 15. Do me, we're fishing, mate. So on that one we've got squid and prawn. Squid on one side, nice fresh prawn, not frozen. It is from the supermarket, I'm afraid. It's got no skin on it. It's not one of shrimps out of the Humber, I'm afraid. They catch really well. Well, the ones that Scott gave me caught. And is that someone stood up there? Is that someone stood up there, Tom? On that cliff? Yeah, because it's Hillston. He's looking at the beach, but that's going to disappear. He'll be back here in a minute. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Greedy, that's me. Isn't that right, Tom? We want it to ourselves, don't we?
That's it. To be fair, I don't think he'll come down. It doesn't look like a fisherman. Just looks like he's...
We want to be together. Yeah, so we've got squid on a flapper, and sorry for the whizzing about. We've got a squid on flapper, and we've got squid and prawn on the pulley rig. Short pulley, probably about 14-inch long, that's all. So it's not that short, but it's what I tied. And again, I come here, didn't put a clip on the pulley bead, Gemini pulley bead, and also didn't crimp the crimp. So that's all done. Get excited when you're tying rigs in your garage, you just get them shoved in the wallet, don't you? I don't want this video to be too long, because with Tom's footage of the drone and that, it might be a bit long. But you know, I film my fishing session, and I don't want to sit here on the box and not do any yapping to you lot, because I enjoy talking, and that's what clears my mind, is my talking, for me. Tom's about to cast out. He should have cast it out. He should have just chucked a rod out to get out further for that first cast, and then done some practice casting. But Tom has done what Tom wants to do, and he's enjoying himself, and that's the main thing, because that's what we're here to do, is to enjoy ourselves in this gusty wind, which is constant. I'm surprised the BBC hasn't named it bloody Storm Beatrice. I think we've had one for A, haven't we? Right, Tom's got 2 rods out, I've got 2 rods out. I might drop the rods down in the stand just to get them out of the wind a bit. We shall see. But the tide is now at the bottom of the slope. As you can see, we are fishing. So yeah, so I was on the sofa last night, me and the wife. I picked the wife up from work, and she made me a cup of tea, and we were on the chair. She was on the chair and I was on the sofa stretched out. Next thing I know, I'm waking up and it's 8 o'clock and we haven't had no tea or anything, not been to the shops. So I went out in the garage and woke myself, well, I woke up on the sofa. Karen woke up, she went in the kitchen, tidied that up, I went in the garage and sorted that out. Then we went shopping, come home, we had cheese on toast with tomatoes on top, and I had baked beans. Absolutely scrummy. And yeah, watched a bit of YouTube, and then I went to bed. Well, I didn't go to bed, she went to bed, and then I went and got the chocolate ice cream out. I was going to get the strawberry one out because I've been dying to try the strawberry ice cream. We only bought it last night, but I didn't. I thought that would be greedy, Vernon. So we forgot to buy the cream for the strawberries. Jesus Christ. They're selling punnets of strawberries in Tesco's at the minute. £4 for a kilo of them, and they're from Britain as well. They're in a Union Jack punnet, put it that way. But they've been really nice. We've only been having 6 or 7 a night in a bowl, but I've had a little bit of cream on, sugar, you know, you have to have all this on it. Karen just has the strawberries, I think. I ain't bothered because I don't look at it when I'm eating my strawberries. I'm just eating my strawberries, more interested in eating them. But yeah, it's been nice. But we didn't have strawberries last night, probably why I had the ice cream. But yeah, Lidl ice cream, they do chocolate, strawberry, rum and raisin, that's my favourite. Mint, vanilla, absolutely lovely ice cream. And I'm keeping all the tubs to put stuff in the garage because they fit in the cupboard in my garage perfect, so I can do some more sorting out in the garage. So it means I've got to eat more ice cream to get the tubs, you know. You got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you? Well, we've got beautiful blue skies anyhow. Next car should be a lot straighter. Yeah, so anyhow, I've gone off on a tangent again, enter on the ice cream and other things. I got up off a sofa last night and my right knee was agony. Just on the left hand side it was absolute agony, and eventually I had to put another knee brace on, so I've put that on, put some gunk on it, and got up the stairs eventually and went to bed hoping that when the morning it would be gone, but it weren't. And it was wimmy, and I was loading the van up today and I've been taking paracetamol and all sorts, and I was loading the van up and I thought, Jesus Christ, don't think I can get fishing, just don't think I can get it. So I found some Cocodamol that I got for my hip, and I took 2 of them on top of the 2 paracetamol and ibuprofen that I took at 7 in the morning, so plenty of time in between. And by the time I drove here and got out of the van, which was like a couple of hours, 11:45 probably, hour and 3/4, yeah, my knee was all right. But then coming down that, and my left knee isn't hurting, but my right knee is, was a struggle. And but I was so chuffed that it had stopped really hurting. It was burning and hurting, and yeah, the time I got down the cliff I could feel it. It's twinging a bit now, and it still is now, but if I keep sitting down and take some more drugs, should be all right. Body's just falling apart, do you know what I mean? I didn't understand what it's all about, but you hit 50, well, probably 45, probably 40, but 45, everything starts going wrong. But you can track it back. I used to feel my left hip when I was playing golf, and I had 2 little ones running around, so I was only young. I was in my 20s when I first felt my hip, and yeah. But you only realise that when you start thinking back and thinking that pain was my hip. So let's hope my knee's just a one-off. It's twice it's happened now though, so hopefully, let's hope it gets better and I don't have no trouble, because I've got enough hassle without that as well. I think I need to be rebuilt. Has anyone got $6 million, please? And I'll get new legs and a new arm. Little bit of weed. Nothing major, you know. Certainly not going to throw a strop about it. Don't get me throwing a strop these. Oh, you bastard. Oof. Bloody stones. Got to empty the stones. Got no bait on that out, look. See that? Empty up. That weren't fishing, was it? This one was, though. Right. I'm going to get that baited up with some worm and squid, and I'll bring you back. I don't need to show you that. You all are intelligent enough now to put a bit of worm and squid on. There's other channels to watch as well, so you'll do that, so you don't have to watch me do it. So I'll see you in a minute. Look at this. The boy wonder has caught a fish. What is it, Tom? It's a whiting.
I think it is, yeah, whiting.
Nicely hooked as well. If you get it off quick, that'll go back and should live another day. Look how thin it is, bless it. Yeah, Tom, you get that out, mate. Go. That's it. Bend it down, push it up. Give it a winkle. That's it. Show it to the camera, mate. Nice white and that.
That's nice, that one.
Get that way. That's it. That's better. Lovely.
Yeah, well happy with that.
Yeah, get that back,
Save
mate. Because hopefully it'll go back all right. Give it a good chuck out. Not come up, is it? Ah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that's first fish, Tom.
That's first cast as well.
I told you to fish there, didn't I?
I know.
You wanted to go to the left, didn't you? I said, no, go there, you'll catch. Wish I was there. You can shift now, I'm going there. That's gone, mate. Brilliant.
Well after that.
Yeah, it's good size whiting, but it was ever so skinny, wasn't it?
It was very.
It's come in for its... I wonder if they've spawned. I wonder if they've done what they need to do and they're now coming in to eat, to fatten themselves up.
Probably.
That was a big fish to be that thin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long, wasn't it?
Mate, you've done well. That's 2 sessions you've had this year and you're 50% strike rate. Whereas my last 8 sessions have been dire. You show me up now. Well done, Tom. That was that bite, so the whiting are in.
I did
That's
say.
why, yeah, that's why that was a bite and then you didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
But it weren't out there long, was it? And it was hooked really well, wasn't it?
Very well, yeah.
Bloody hell, now I need to catch a fish. This one ain't going out far. I'm literally chucking it short. I'm getting the sniper rod out and all. I'm bagging up. I'm going to get the guns, big guns out. Sniper's coming out. Sniper is coming out. See you in a bit. Well, that didn't go where I wanted it. It went out too far, but it's in shorter. That's the main thing, but it's to the bloody left. I know what I need to do. It'll be done on the next cast. I only chucked it out shallow, then put no effort into it. Yeah, but it's coming round instead of doing the full punch.
Yeah.
I'm fed up. I ain't bothered about casting or anything. I just want to get it out and get a fish. So what I'm doing is, that's the first one out short. Get a sniper rod out now. Can't have the cod king and king of dabs getting beaten by the king of whiting, can we? Right, I'm going to get the sniper rod out and get sorted now. Bring you back in a bit. You watch, that'll be the only fish. That'll be the only bloody fish, won't it? Oh, I've got some dog walkers down there. Better check my hooks are away. They are away. I ain't got any hooks out. Never have any rigs helm tripod, because if you bait them up, the bait just cooks. And so I keep it all in there. If I do bait a rig up, what I do is I hook the rig on there like you normally do, and I bait it up here, and then I unzip this and I put one hook in there and the other hook in there, and then just zip the bait bag up with the rest of the rig hanging there. And that way it just keeps the bait fresh, because it's in the cool bag at a different temperature than outside with the sun baking on it. And that's what I do. Right, we've got 3 rods out now. I've got one to the left, not meant to, one out straight, which is drifted to the right because of the tide, and I've got one out short, slightly to the right in front of me. So fingers crossed we will. Fingers crossed we'll catch a fish. Well, ain't we, is it? It's me. Tom's caught now. He's just laid back now, eating a chocolate bar, playing bloody Soldiers Will Die on bloody Xbox at the minute. Me, I'm nursing a bad knee because it's now started again. So I'm going to take some more paracetamol. I've took 2 ibuprofen. But the last painkillers I took were about 10:30. It is now 4:06. So we've got 2 hours before high water, and Tom's caught a whiting. So hopefully it's my turn now. I've got 3 rods out to his 2 now, and I'm showing him how to fish. I can't believe it. He's chuckling over there, and do you know what the cheeky sod's gone and done? He's only gone and bought some wellies the same as mine. He says, I want these wellies because I want to look like you, Vern. That's what he said. He's not answering to that. Now call me a wanker. Can't believe it, can you? My son-in-law to be, when he pulls his finger out. Absolutely beautiful. We've got some dog walkers on the beach. The sky is as blue, nearly as blue as the sea. Not as quite, but it's absolutely some whiskey clouds up there. Look, wispy ones. But it's a beautiful day. Absolutely cracking. Wish me luck, because I bloody need it. Right, we're just going to reel this in so I can get it put somewhere better for me to reel this next rod in. But I think I've had a bite on it, but it could just be weed, couldn't it?
You're joking. Got it.
Like I say, it could just be weed. I'll get one, Tom, I'll get one.
I'm sure.
I don't need to catch because you're caught anyhow.
That's not the mindset you need.
No, it is. No, you're right. No, we do on blank 9, do we? Well, I done. squid head's still alright, you know. Right, I'm going to rebait this and chuck it straight out. Just where I wanted it for once. So, where are we at? Well, the sun is above the cliff. Probably in 3/4 of an hour there'll be no sun above the cliff and it'll get chillier, but that don't matter. Time is sit rep on time 16:35. It is Friday the 15th, is it? 15th? Do I get it wrong? Might get some hate mail. Yep, Friday the 15th. And I've not caught anything yet. Tom's caught a whiting and it was good size. We should have measured that whiting. Should have measured it. It was long, wasn't it? About the size of my willy. It weren't. It was smaller. Now, let's just bring it back, shall we? Bring it back. Let's not get into this crudeness. So, where are we at? That's it. I've got 3 rods out. Got a flapper to the left, pulley pennel out there, and my little sniper rod is just out in front of me. So I can now reel my right hand rod in without worrying about picking up my sniper rod soon. It's a lot more difficult when you've got 3 rods. You've got to think about where you're putting it, miss it with your other ones, you know. It's just the way it is. But it's a nice day here. It is enjoyable. We're here to catch. Glass half full, as Spolt would say to me. That would be John. And just got a hoop, haven't you? I'm not going to go home and cry, because I don't care. But there you go. What have I got to say? I ain't got anything really to say. Just put some suntan oil on, it's gone in my mouth. And that tastes horrible. Now, the one thing I've done wrong on that sniper rod is, on the top hook of the flapper, it's got a big squid head on it. They're smallish hooks. The tip of the hook is still out, but things could nibble at that squid head and not get hooked on the hook. I've got octopus hooks on. I'm trying octopus hooks. I just got some size 1s. I think I've tied some. I think that's what that was, what I'm using now. So they're only small, but you can put a good bait on it and that should get a flounder or anything like that, whiting, catch a cod on it really. But yeah, we want to catch some fish, don't we? But if we don't catch any fish, we've had a great day on the beach. There's plenty of my subscribers like watching these videos whether I catch or not. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it might end today. But it's not looking good with Tom catching the first one. But you never know, do you? Just got to hope and pray. Oh, it's him that walked along the beach just now with his dog. So there's no other fishermen on this beach, it's just me and Tommy. When we were driving here, there was this great big buff man. He was dressed in lycra, but he was big and buff. He was clean shaven, trimmed haircut, but he was big and buff on in his lycra. And there he was, leant back, chest out, cycling along with no hands on the handlebars. You'd think someone of that age would know better, wouldn't you? Because that's dangerous and illegal, I believe. But I may be wrong. I don't know. But when I was coming back off holiday, it was the worst run back I've ever had in my life. I must have encountered every idiot that's driving on the road. But then it was a Sunday, so there was some Sunday drivers out. But it was terrible. And I said to my wife, I said, Pet, I said, I'm not driving this way back anymore. That's it. We're doing the motorway. More people up there now. Says we're doing the motorway. I ain't doing it. But it was absolutely terrible. And I encountered 2 more cyclists. Yes. Stream of traffic coming towards me. Couldn't get past. But there was gaps between the cars. So every time a gap come, I was putting my foot on the throttle and trying to pull out to go past them. And they started being idiots. They started pulling out, and one of them at the back took his hands off his handlebars and was gesturing to me. Well, I was only trying to get past, and I never got within 5 foot of him. I was about 6 foot away, if not further. And this went on about 5 or 6 times. I tried to pull out to get past them, and they kept pulling out into the road, making it harder. But every time there was a gap, I tried to get past, and as I got level with them, I had to drop back. And then, matey boy at the front, the big tufty one, yeah, well, he decided to ride then 2 abreast, gesturing at me again. Well, by this point, I was steaming. Yeah, I was steaming. I'd had a shite run. I had more of a shite run to come, because this was like 1/3 of the way into the run. And then I went past. And there was a few expletives of where I told them that they should ride with their hands on the handlebars and stop being such a knob in your lycra. You just can't believe them. You see, you give a minority some power and whatever else you want to call it, yeah, take your pick, and it goes to their head, don't they? It's a bit like the counter staff at the doctor's surgery, isn't it? They got too much power. You can't say anything there, can you? If you say something wrong, oh Christ, that's your prescriptions down the pan, isn't it? But yeah, that's the 2 encounters I've had. One today with Butchman riding with no hands on his handlebars, you know, like we used to do as a kid at 9 to 14, 15, when the girl's there and so on, you're riding along and then suddenly your front wheel goes into a speed wobble. What a really nice man. But yeah, well, if there's any cyclists here, I'm ever so sorry, but you aren't perfect, are you? I watched on Facebook the other day where a cyclist went down the side of a van and a bus was going past the van and he got squashed between the 2. I didn't see the outcome of that, and I tried looking for it and I couldn't find it. But he must have had a headache. Nothing on these rods. Tom's teaching me how to fish. He's got bloody good earring, you know. He's got earring like my wife. Anyhow, I'm gonna watch these. They are doing nothing. But here we are still with nobody on this beach, and it's a beautiful day. We have got colour in the water, not as much as what you get in water in winter, but that water is brown, so we should catch. There is fish there. Tom's had a whiting, first whiting I've seen since October, because I never caught a whiting from the beginning of November onwards. Never. So that's the first one I've seen, and to be fair, I wouldn't mind, in my opinion, sorry Brett, actually catching the whiting today, because I don't mind catching one a year, or just to save the blank, or I don't care if I catch whiting all day. As a matter of fact, it'd be good to catch 10 of them, wouldn't it? The only problem with whiting is you like to see the fish go back, and they do struggle sometimes, don't they? And yeah, I'll bring you back hopefully when these rods are nodding and I've got a fish on it, because it would be good. Well, I'll tell you what, Tom. Yeah, I'm gonna bloody move. Because if I'm in a dead zone, I'm moving. Nice flounder, mate.
I think it's swelled me up.
Right, take it off and put it in my bucket. Clip your rig off. I'll take it down. You get another rig on. Take that weight off. You'll need to use that, wouldn't you? Grab another flapper out and come bait it, and I'll get it out. Look at that, Tom's flounder. He said he saw a bite. Reeled it in before I got camera out, and then he was shouting. That's great. That's 2 to him and none to me. Right, better move my stuff back to safety, and then I shall bring you back for Tom to show you that fish. And it's not good, is it? I ain't catching anything. He's laughing away, bugger. Right, so we've got the hook out, come out from the underside of the fish. Nice flounder, mate, that. Look at that.
Very fat little thing.
Yeah, go over there in the light, Tom, and then we'll get a better picture, won't we? That's it, bit more. Yeah, in the sun now. So here we have it. One lovely flounder. You happy?
Yeah, I'll be one of the thumbnails of this, right?
No. Yeah, because he's kicking my ass now, ain't you, Tom? Are you pleased to come?
Very, very happy with this.
Come on then, put that back. And you can go in with your special boots on now, looking like me. And there you have it, he's gone.
So that is gone.
Well, the hook come out easy. I tried to get out through the top, and it wanted to come out from the bottom, so it all depends how that hook flops out. So now we've had to move back because the tide's coming in, and I just said to Tom, because he thought he had a bite, and I said it's about time I caught a fish, and he nodded. And then he's screaming at me because he's caught a flounder. It's 2 species, mate.
Can't complain.
Why does that keep doing that line?
That's what I was looking at.
Well, it was doing that earlier, Tom.
Well, that's what mine were doing. They're pulling the flounder.
It might just be the tide hitting it. The tide not on it. Keep an eye on it. See, that's what it was doing before, weren't it? And I said you got a fish, and you got the drone up and everything, and there was diddly squat on it, on the blanker's bloody rod. I said blanker. What do you think that is? Don't tell me I'm going to reel it in and there's nothing on it, and I've got to walk of shame again.
Well, I mean, that's what mine were doing. And all of a sudden it just went slack.
It'll be a crab then, won't it? That's my luck. I'll reel it in a minute. I'll have a gob full of water. I'll tell you what I will do. We'll get this big rod reeled in, baited up, and a fresh bait chucked out, because that was the whole idea of chucking the sniper rod out close. Yeah. Get this chucked out and then I'll reel that one in. Catch a cod next, you.
With a bit of luck. I don't think I've caught one yet. Yeah, I think you got something on that.
Heavy.
Oh.
One.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Heavy, Tom.
Definitely.
Well, it's this rod. It's this.
Oh, is it?
No, it can't be. Look, look, look. It's heavy, mate. I've even got weed on this. Wet. Shitloads of weed on it. I can't think it's a fish. Shitloads of weed, isn't it? Hang on, Tom. Tom. Wait. Oh well. We got weed on that. I'm going to get that pulled off quick because I want to get another bait out and then we'll pull in the little rod. But yeah, that was heavy, but we caught a weed fish there and there.
Dead straight, that one.
Oh dear. That's my own bait out. And hopefully it's gone over my other line because that's to the left and I've just cast it to the left. Hopefully. Brilliant. So let's get this little one brought in, shall we? See what's on that. The old sun's gone in now, so it looks a bit darker. Have it, Tom.
I could have sworn I saw something on there.
Well, you know what it's like, innit? It's called Verns luck. That glass, John's getting a bit empty now, I'm afraid. I don't know what's happening to it because there's no holes in it, but it's just sort of like going down a bit. What do you put these ones on? Just squid or squid and lug? Squid and lug. How far out are you?
Not sure, not long.
See, what the thing is, we're literally 10 yards apart, aren't we?
I don't know. Today's not working, is it?
I'll tell you how it works, Tom. You're now playing with my mind. I'm like thinking, what's going on? Well, I've cut a squid head in half this time so that if anything's hitting it, it's not nipping at the head.
Yeah.
Right. The line. If I don't catch today, and Tom's caught 2, and he may catch 3, 4, 5, I hope he does. But if I don't catch today, I think that'll be the lowest I can get. And then from then on, it's just going to be catch, catch, catch. That's how I'm looking at it, with a glass half full. Gone to the left a little bit that time because of where my lines are on my big rod. So you can only do what you can do. I was, when I first got here, thinking, this is going to be a good session. I'm going to catch. And we have. Well, Tom has. But, when those that are around you are catching, you start doubting. And that's where we're at the minute. Anybody that's fished will understand what that means. Now, to be honest, I ain't really bothered if I catch or not. I would love to catch, don't get me wrong. I don't come fishing not to catch. So it would be nice to catch. If I don't catch, we've had a nice day out, and that's what it's about. I've got you a video, but catching would be better. But when others are catching around, you start, well, those that fish will know what I mean. So that little rod is nodding again. I'm thinking it's the tide. Probably the tide underneath, I don't know. Time is 5:30. 5:30. Gone again. That little, Tom, that little rod's doing it again. I reckon I'm going to put a bigger weight on. Yeah, I'm going to put a bigger weight on. Can't be bait crabs out there because the bait's coming back. Both baits are on them flapper rigs out short. I've now put a smaller squid head on. I've cut the big squid head in half and put it on the hook. Lot better. So anything that engulfs that should get hooked. It's got a octopus hook on, which has got the beak of the hook bent back in like a circle hook, and it's offset as well. So I looked at the hooks and I bought some, and reasonable price. And I just thought they'd be good on a flapper rig, worth a try. Do you know, last year I would have moved, and I might move. Don't really want to go that way. I'd rather go that way. Probably because the indication that Tom's catching, so it looks like a good idea to go to the right. But I don't really want to because I've got to carry all my gear. And my hip is at the point, well, this right hand knee today is at the point of where I don't need to go anywhere. I just need to sit on this box, walk to them rods, reel in, cast out, and that's it. I never thought I'd get to the stage where you get a bit lazy and idle and can't move. If I was on my own, I'd probably move to where Tom is. But it's just going past Tom, that's the problem. But then I've got Tom here to help me, haven't I? So we'll see. But then what's the difference between here and 20 yards down there? I'm casting to the left, straight out, in front of me, just to the right. I'm probably about 14 yards away from Tom. It's luck of the draw, isn't it? Luck of the draw. Ain't fishing weird, eh? You can't explain it, can you? It is what it is. Match fishermen that catch all the time, what do they do that's different? I'm casting out the same distance as Tom. I'm casting out shorter. I'm casting out further. Is it a case that I aren't casting further enough, and that that's the reason why? You see, when I first got here it was windy and you just couldn't get out. The wind was just knocking it. But the wind's gone now. But that one that I've just chucked out went out reasonable. It's in fishing distance, it's catching distance of fish, but I'm thinking this water is going to come in and pass me. That's what I'm thinking. I think the water comes up there, doesn't it, Tom? What's the time now?
5:30.
Right, so it ain't going to go up there in half an hour, is it? No. You can bait my next rig up and cast the fucker out.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be my fish?
No, because I'll reel it in. I just need your pheromones on it. That's all, Tom. It's because I filled the van up with diesel.
You reckon that's what it is?
Yeah. When I stopped and filled it up with diesel, I reckon that's what it is. I've got diesel on my hands. It's tainting the bait. Tom, you meant to say you didn't fill up with diesel, Vernon.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. No. He's not on the boil, is he? See a bit of sun on the water there. It's an absolutely beautiful day, no matter what happens. It's an absolute corker. We're fishing into dark as well, so wish me luck, because I think I need it. John, I'm faltering. That's what I'm doing, John. I'm faltering. I'm going to fall off this box in a minute. Bloody baits ain't even touched. The baits are exactly the same as they went out. They're not even been touched, look. The other one's there. Gonna put prawn and squid on this time on this and chuck it out short. So I'm going to get that done right quick, get it chucked out, and then I'm going to make another bait up. I'm going to do a crab and squid bait for the pulley rig. This is getting hard work. But what a place to have hard work in, eh? I could think of worse places to do hard work, if it's work at all. See you in a bit. Well, I didn't want to cast to the left because I hadn't had no luck there, but the way my lines are, I'm going to have to try and sort this out in a... Really happy with my baits, but not happy to where I've put it. I mean, that's not a good fisherman, is it? I've tightened this sniper rod up and I'll bring you back as soon as I see something. There you go, just cast that out. I'm now going to reel this sniper rod in. I've just remembered, because when you're struggling with fish, I remember John telling me, make sure you wrap your lug on a baiting needle before you put it on your hook. And I just thought to myself, well, why not? Nothing's working. If you caught a load of fish, you don't bother doing all this stuff, do you? So I've just wrapped it, and look how much neater it is. Unbelievable. It gives it a lot more up the hook and up the line, isn't it? So we'll have to see what it looks like. I'll show Tom now. Look at that, Tom. That looks better, doesn't it?
What have you done there?
You put put the lug on the baiting needle, that black thing there, and then you elasticate it,
Right.
and then you just put so much on one hook and so much on the other, but it stays up it, so it shouldn't slump down on the hook. I just remembered John telling me it, and I thought, well, nothing's working, I'm going to give it a go.
Pulling out the secret tricks now.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I've just told, bloody hell, I've just told you secret tricks. Don't know what I'm doing now. Me how to fish, Tom.
My baits keep coming straight.
Well, since you got some of them. I thought I couldn't turn that. It's a sub for that, this rod, you know. That's down the river. Right, where's my lines? Ooh. I keep casting the same places, Tom. I ain't getting fuck all, am I?
Well, they're right, isn't it?
You've just took all the fish stocks out of the sea. Hasn't he? He's just took everything. Everything that's there. It's about in that gully, isn't it? At the bottom of the beach, isn't it? Well, another bait, another concoction, differently, more professionally put on. Not that I'm professional, just doing what I've been told by my tutor. Right, where's that at? Yes, right. You baiting up as well, Tom?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
You'd forgotten then, hadn't you? I could see he was in a world of his own.
Concentrate on that rod.
Yeah, we'll have to see what that comes back like. These bloody, I might put a prawn on that, but I caught on prawn one year, summer and winter, yeah, and then I ain't really caught on it since.
What was you catching on it also?
Well, I caught a cod on it, flounder on them, dabs.
You'd have thought it worked still.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? Them prawns, them shrimp that Scott gave me worked.
Yeah.
But right. See in a bit. I'm going to watch these rods fanatically. There's not much point now because while Tom's baiting up, they're going like a billy. But we'll probably pull in the flapper rig next on the big rod and see what's on that. Probably not a lot. That's got squid and prawn on. See you in a bit. Did you feature it so far, Tom?
I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. Well, I am, mate. It's good. I'd rather be here than anywhere else.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't rather be here than anywhere else. I mean, perhaps in I don't know, somewhere else with £1 million, or just £1 million will be all right. It don't matter where I am. Yeah, I'd be quite happy. But there's still a bit of bait on it. But now putting the crab on, gonna send it out. I'm gonna whack it out as well. I ain't putting it in short. I'm gonna whack it out and see what happens. And yeah, what else can I do? I can just keep changing the baits, putting different baits on, and doing the best I can. And that's all we're doing. So I'll see you in a bit. Tom's on the drone again. That wasn't bad, was it? Did you see that?
I did, I
You saw Thank God for that!
I live on the ones that's leaving.
That one I did the other day, and I said, you didn't see that, did you? You're still baiting up. Has the sun gone down yet?
Yeah, there it is.
Well, that's got crab and squid on. So. Well, I'm going to go do yet another offering, and that'll be in the sea, and that'll be a wee, and that's my offering. And I did one earlier on, and then Tom caught 2 fish, so I'm going to do another one. Hopefully he'll catch 2 more. Well, that cast, I don't know what it was like. It certainly felt all right to me. Certainly went a long way, plenty far enough for me anyhow. Not as far as the cast that I did at Chapel that I was right excited about though, but then it's got 6 ounce weight on, and I was only casting 5 ounce then. Yeah, we're out there, squid and crab. I shall pull the left hand rod in next. We'll bait that up. I'm just going to put I'm going to do the lugworm thing again with the elastic, and then I'm going to tip it off with some squid, chuck that out. It's going to be another head thump. I'm not going far with it, probably about 60 yards, something like that. And then my sniper rod, well, even my sniper rod ain't sniping, so but it'll be interesting when I pull it out and see what that bait is like. So might have to put my coat on in a minute just to stop the wind blowing through my top. It's not cold. Tom's on the drone. And yeah, what else can I say? There's a lot of 25 litre water bottles. There is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That's what's the matter, isn't it? There's 13 25 litre water barrels on there, and it's bad luck. Need to take one home with me, but how am I going to get that home, I don't know, because I'm laden down with a bad hip, a bad knee, a bad right knee now, so I've got 2 bad knees, but it's not feeling too bad at the minute. Hopefully by tomorrow it'll be gone, and then I won't get troubled with that for a couple of weeks. Tom's got a black box down there that he found down there, and he brought it up there, and he lands his drone on it now. He's had a right whale of a time with that drone, and hopefully he's got some good footage. So this is what it's like now. It is getting dark. I've got me 3 rods out. They're doing nothing, even with squid and crab on that one, squid and lug on that one, and prawn and squid on that one. And I did say about going and getting some fresh bait. Probably should have done now, but Tom's caught on the frozen bait, and if I only caught a whiting, I'd be well happy. Golden hour now, is it? Possibly. Sun's down, water's, it's getting darker. It'll certainly be dark in that water because it is coloured. You know, I thought I would have caught today. The water's hitting the cliffs down there, disturbing the mud, the clay. It's not hitting down there though. Looks like the beach has got higher. So, what can you do? You can only do what you can do. You can only catch what's in front of you. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people tell me I've blanked. Tom's doing an offering now. Look, that's for me, that is. I'm going to go do one in a minute, and I'll see you shortly. What you got there, Tom?
Fish number 3.
Has it got... Oh, it's not swallowed the hook either.
Has it not? I can't see.
Has it? Oh, you can't see the hook.
Oh no, it hasn't. It's fine.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you could. Push it right back, that's it. Straight out.
Nice.
Hold it up, let's see it. What a beautiful little flounder.
I know.
It's a cracker, isn't it? Lift it up a touch, hang on. Let's have a look at it. Hold it up so we can see through it. Turn it the other way. That's it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's a bloody dab.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a dab. Thought it didn't look like a flounder.
3 species.
Yeah. Hold it up so we can lift the tail up. There we go, look at that. What a beauty.
Lovely. Grab that back.
Get. Can't believe it.
3 fish, 3 species.
You didn't see that one though.
I can see it just sort of twitching.
Well, mine's doing that, you know. Well done, mate.
I'm glad that was hooked nicely as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a release sometimes, isn't it? Because now I can concentrate. Oh, do you know what? I ain't got wet on this coast this year, so it makes a change. That's gone back, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Well done, Tom. I heard you chuckling, and I thought, all right, here we go. Well, I'm going to reel my left one in, bait it up, and then that's probably it. For me, you keep going, mate. Well, they're obviously going to be out there fishing, Tom, aren't they? Well, that's good. Tom's caught another one. He's always greedy. Right, let's get this reeled in. We'll put that there. Somewhere there, like that. Well, my bait is still on, prawn and squid. I'm now going to put on some black lug and squid, just chuck it out short, and that's it. About 60 yards, that'll be my last cast, and then we'll reel all the rods in and see. I've come to the conclusion when Tom caught that nice whiting that it weren't going to be my day, and I think it's now been confirmed. 3 species, flounder, dab, and a whiting. Quite a big whiting as well, but he was hungry, bless him. He needs to put on some weight, but they've all gone back. It's good that Tom's caught. It's only his second trip out since, well, it's his second trip out this year, and he hasn't been fishing for well over a year. You can go back in the videos. It's either, the last time he went fishing was either at the river, or it was when we were in Wales fishing. So I'll get this baited up and I'll see you in a bit. You wouldn't grab that light at the bottom, Tom, would you?
Yeah.
Because then I don't have to go all the way back down. Thank you. Right, well that's the last. That's the last cast out. Black lug and tip with squid. That's exactly what the professional fisherman's using tonight, called Tom. And Trying to learn as much as I can off him. Right. Well, what can you say? It's been hard work for me. Tom's enjoyed himself. He's caught 3, ain't you, mate?
Aye, it's been good.
And yeah. Well, that's all the cast out. So you're getting near the end of the video now. But mine are stationary. I should have removed, but getting too old for that. If I was on my own on the beach and I didn't have to go under or round rods, I'd probably gone, but I'd only moved to where Tom is. I think if I'd have gone to the left, wouldn't have been much caught. So that's why I haven't. And I didn't want to move there because it's further away from a get down. So I've got a sandwich left. I'll eat that sandwich, watch these rods and start bringing them in. They ain't moving much now, are they, Tom?
No, not for a while. I mean, even mine with me dad didn't move at all.
No.
I just saw it just sort of tap a little bit, but I just thought it was the waves or whatever.
See, that left-hand rod's going up and down like that, isn't it? See it? The
Yeah,
left-hand one.
That's the only one that seems to be moving quite a lot.
Well, let's hope it's got Moby Dick on. I could do with some dick.
I think you'd be taking line out if it was that.
Now this one's jumping. All my rods are jumping, nothing on them. There must be some undercurrent there. Oh, I don't know. Anyhow, it's been an enjoyable day, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah.
More enjoyable for you, like. But for me, yeah, it's been a good day. We've been fishing, haven't we? And that's what it's about. Don't matter where you are, you know, people say, why do you fish the river and places like that? But that's because I want to, and I enjoy fishing. So the catching is a bonus. I am ready for a bit of catching because it's wearing a bit thin now. But they aren't there for me. They aren't there for me, are they? So make sure you, what is the word? Not wish you good luck, is it? Yeah, congratulate Tom, that's what I was thinking of. Fucking wish him good luck. Yeah, congratulate Tom. It's your only second trip out, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, yeah.
Second trip out, and
I mean, the fish have been worth it, so.
just been catching God, aren't you?
There's only one species I've not caught yet.
Yeah, what's that?
Cod.
I'm good at that, but I don't know if I will be this season.
Fingers crossed. Might be good if not better than last year's. So.
Hopefully. Just catching some. Perhaps I've got to go until I catch a cod.
Yeah.
Perhaps, like I said earlier, I said someone looked down on me last winter and let me catch all them cod, and now someone's looking up at me and taking the piss out of me with his forked tail.
I mean, you had a summer one last year, you've had a summer one this year, so
yeah,
it's a good sign.
Yeah, it is a good sign. You never know your luck. I might just catch a load more. You don't need to strike and catch them, Tom. They'll just be on your hook. You're fishing how I like to fish.
I'm pretty sure I had a keeper going, that's all. I don't know if it was your back.
Right, I've just set this up to record. I'll go back for my rod now.
You're worried about that.
I'm coming. Right. I'm going to get this reeled in because the issue is that I have, which isn't much of an issue. The issue is that there's a sandbank just out there and the water's going down. You can see the water's gone down a lot, and I don't want to have any fish that gets stuck in the little pool that's at this end. Oh dear. Turn that off, leave that there. Well, nothing. I've got more news to tell you, but I've got nothing. Yeah, put that. Right, well, what have I got to tell you? I was putting my rod away that I reeled in not this one that I reeled in, the previous one. I was putting it away and I get a scream from Tom. He's caught another fish, hasn't he? He's absolutely on fire. So we're 20 metres apart, we've worked out now, but 20 yards, 20 metres, who cares? That's how close we are. We're using the same bait. We've got the same rigs, flappers, same hooks, everything. I've tied all the rigs. And he's had 2 dabs, a flounder and a whiting. He's absolutely slaughtering it at the minute. He's having a good session. I'm pleased for him. Second trip out in over a year. So, and it's 2 trips out within 3 or 4 days. So, I'm pleased for him. I'm gutted, let's be honest. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. Yeah, I'm pleased for Tom that he's caught the fish. I'm pleased that we've got fish on video, apart from the last one. He returned it, I was over here busy. So it is what it is, isn't it? I'm gutted, let's be honest. Because it is nice to catch after a long drive, and I'm feeling absolutely shagged. I could do without my right knee hurting as well as my left. But my left one ain't hurting at the minute. Isn't it weird when you get another pain somewhere else in your body, your previous pains just stop, don't they, a bit? But the hip is aching, but I've just put some goop on it. I'll get packed away. I've still got my sniper rod out, and then that's it. But I'll get packed away up to the sniper rod. And once I've packed all that away and said goodbye to you, I'm going to sit on my box for a bit and just have a rest before the onslaught up the cliff. Now you saw the cliff, me coming down the cliff. I've got to go up the cliff in this darkness, look. There you go. That's it. So that I'm going up that bit there. Up there. And then up there to the van. But in this darkness, I mean, I know I'm going to have my head torch on. It ain't going to be dark, is it? But this is why I brought Tom with me. Well, it isn't why I brought Tom with me. That's the wrong thing to say. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It was good company. Got him out fishing. He said to me, when are you going again? When we were at chapel. Tom said, when are you going again? And I said, probably at the end of the week. So. And he's come, so brilliant. He's enjoyed himself. I've enjoyed myself as well. It's just a shame that I ain't caught, but it is what it is. You know, videos will still go up. It's my videos on my channel are a representation of my catching, because every time I go out fishing, I upload the video. Isn't it weird though that you could be so close together, same bait, same rigs, I've tied the rigs, and Tom is absolutely slaughtering me. I mean, you don't even want to think about it, do you? Because if you start thinking about it, you're just going to go into a dark place. Right, well this is the last reel in, the last rod. It's the sniper rod. I don't think it's been sniping much though, but let's get it reeled in. Water's going, there's a sandbank in between us and the main part of the sea. And I don't want to return any fish as if in that little tiny bit in between. So Well, what you're seeing now is a broken man. I'm now in a dark place. I don't know where that dark place is, but it's dark, especially when I turn these lights off. We ain't caught. I haven't caught. Tom's had a cracking session. He's had 2 dabs of flounder and a whiting. Yeah, brilliant. Tom, come over here, mate. He's had a great session. Is that on me? Am I in shot? I must be in shot.
Yeah, every single time you say that, you are always in shot.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No matter what you say.
I'm from Norfolk, mate. I'm from Norfolk. Go on, tell them how you feel.
I'm feeling good. I mean, I've caught 4, so.
He's a bastard,
It's
isn't
just so strange. It was being literally like together.
Yeah. And I told you to fish there, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
I said, you go fish there.
Yeah.
I'm good like that, you see. I'll put everybody on the fish, me. No, it's been, so you've enjoyed it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's been a lovely day as well. Got some nice drone footage as well.
Yeah.
So.
This video might be long, I don't know, but...
Probably will be. I mean, I must have got about at least an hour's worth of drone footage.
Yeah, we can't put all that in, can we?
No.
We can't have 3 hours. I'll have a duck fit.
A lot of people will like that though.
We'll put the drone... We're going to put drone footage up separately and put it into the video, what Tom thinks he needs to put in the video, didn't you?
Yeah.
But I quite enjoyed the fact that we walked down the cliff, across the field and down the cliff, with a drone following us.
I think that intro is going to be good.
That's far better than putting the camera down, walking past it, putting all your gear down, walk back, get the camera, and then go to the next bit and do it again. What a palaver and bullshit that is. But with a drone, it followed you.
It's real.
It's real. There you have it. It's real. Like my blanking. That's real, because every video gets uploaded whether I catch or blank. Done it.
Good too.
I'm absolutely fucking gutted.
I can tell.
I'm pleased for you, mate.
I know,
And I'm pleased there's some fish on the video. But I'm in a dark place. Especially when I turn the lights out. It's dark as fuck.
I started chuckling when you said that. When you're reeling in, I saw nothing on the end of it. I was like, ooh.
A year or so ago, I'd have been going off on one. But yeah, you see, you mature. And the more you fish, the more you don't get better at it. Just always. There ain't a good fisherman about. I reckon all fishermen are shit.
Just look.
It's whether if they're in front of you, you catch. And sometimes I've had fish in front of me and I've caught loads. And other times, like now, you in. But I've enjoyed the day. It's been great air. We had the sun on our backs, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bit of drone, bit of excitement coming down there. I've got to go up there yet. But
That's what it
in it. Well, I've done it before in the dark, but never with a hip and a bad knee. Well, not that knee. But yeah.
Should be alright. It's not exactly wet and slippery, is it? So
No.
not gonna rain.
Anyhow, so that's it. What can I say? It's absolutely there. What you can say bye to everyone.
Bye everyone.
Well, you can say what you like. You don't have to just say bye everyone. I don't know. I'm absolutely knackered. Well, I ain't knackered. It's just my right knee's giving me some jip. But I think I've mentioned that. Watch that weight, Tom.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't want to catch you. Right. Right, so this is it. Next time you see, well, I hope you've enjoyed the video first. Don't forget to tell people to subscribe, share the videos, and give us a thumbs up and drop me a comment. If you do want to do that, and you've watched any of it, and you're listening to me now, thank you for the view. Next session will be session 10 on the blanking run. Now, when I was catching cod, that's different to keep wanting to catch, but to keep blanking you don't really want to do that. But I'm sure number 9 is a record for me, I don't know, but number 10, that must be a record. So don't forget to tune in next week. If you're watching this now, tune in next week and see if I catch a fish. This is it. See if I catch a fish and put this blank run away. So So thanks for watching, and I'll see you anon. Tom flew down to the seagulls with his drone and they all flew off. When we were on the Lincolnshire beaches, every time he got his drone out, the seagulls were attacking it. So seagulls in Lincolnshire are tougher than those in Yorkshire. That's a fact. I'm going to get that pulled off quick.